bit of chat first. Hello everyone, it's nice to be here with Mikayla, and I am so delighted that Mikayla has agreed to do this night, scheduled slightly later than originally planned. But when we're going through this process, if you want to look anything up, and if anything does come up during this past life regression experience with the wonderful Mikayla, do put it down in the comments. Now, I've met Mikayla before. I was lucky enough to have a evening and a bit of a morning with her and her team when she was filming for a documentary, which I'm really looking forward to see, Fae Folk, A Search for Connection. How much do you want to say about that, Mikayla? Are you happy to talk a little bit about it, or do you want to keep it a surprise for people? It's entirely up to you.
That's a good question. I probably should have thought about that beforehand. We're really excited for it. It's in the editing phase right now, so we're pretty deep in post. And I know I'm headed out to Colorado to do a voiceover this upcoming week. So they're making progress on it, but I haven't seen what it looks like yet. I know that the intention is to have it wrapped up by June. So I'm afraid there's not a whole lot for me to say other than it was such a pleasure having you there, and the whole adventure was really incredible. So I know it's going to turn into something fantastic, but I don't have too many cards to hold close to my chest right now because the cards are in a totally different pile from me.
Hello, Cowabunga. Good to see you here watching. Before we do get into the regression, I do like to ask my guests a couple of questions. So, what was the sort of real kind of spark for you that got you interested in the Fae? Because it's those that love the Fae love it completely and utterly, and they're really into it. But it's kind of one of those things that it's not like the UFOs or ghosts. If I've got that wrong and I'm doing the Fae community a huge disservice, I apologise right now. But it's one of those things that I think is definitely growing momentum. And when you hear people talk about it, it's certainly people go, oh, I didn't realise that, and find a lot more in it than they might have thought to begin with. So what was the interest for you, and what got you down this journey?
I know this is a conversation you and I have had before, and I wish I had even more clarity now than last time we chatted. And I still find I need to dwell on it a little bit more. For me, I think it was just having such a deep connection with nature growing up. And I grew up in the northeast of the United States where there's lots of water and there's lots of mountains and there's lots of forest, and we had forest in our backyard. And so I spent a lot of time in the woods, and it's hard to be in the woods and not start to feel some sort of magical, mystical presence when you have all the moss and the greenery. It's so green, much like it is in parts of England, right? So I think that for me was where I started gaining this interest in the Fae, and then it became a little bit more academic with time as I started, it started out as like, I would like, oh, it would be really fun to have a fairy friend. And then I started reading about it, and I was like, oh, that actually may not be the best move for me. And then it turned into like, well, this is such a passion of mine after I'd read so many encounters and so much lore, and how it's I mean, you have fairy lore in over 50 countries across the world, and it really is interesting to kind of compare and contrast and see what that all looks like. So I got really interested in it from like an anthropological standpoint or a folklore perspective and a research perspective, and then it became something of like, oh, I wonder if I could do this, for a career. And I veered from that path pretty early, but it really, I think it really started with just a deep interest in nature and like feeling the magic of nature. And that kind of led me naturally to an interest in the Fae.
Wonderful. I must say hello to Nando. Thank you for watching, Nando. And before we get into regression, also, if anything else you want to say during this time that we have together, please just say. But I loved working, well, being part, a very small part of the team that was there. Everybody was so nice and friendly. So just curious to know how you got in connection with subjective films.
So At a former role, in a recent former life, I was a marketing project manager, and through that work, I met Tyson, the brilliant producer. And I had, through some team event at some point, mentioned to the department that I had always wanted to create this it was a show originally. My original idea was a show. I'd always wanted to create this show about Fae Folk. And Tyson immediately reached out and was like, "You should do that." And we had a couple of sessions while we worked together where he helped me think of, these are the things you need to do if you were going to try to sell this to a production company. And after he had, gone a different route, and I'd gone a different route for a while. And then serendipitously, kind of, I got to this point where I was looking for a next opportunity, and this idea kind of came back really strongly. And I reached out to Tyson, and I said, "Hey, just because you were a fan before, I wanted you to know, I think I'm going to try to pick this up for real." And he, of course, is one of the owners of Subjective. And he said, since the time we worked together, I've started this production company. Why don't you write up a proposal, and we'll present it to the team. So I just happen to know Tyson from previous work, and he has such a passion for like the non-traditional or like unrepresented voices, and the bizarre. And so he was like super on board, and then after our initial presentation, the rest of the team was as well.
Brilliant. Well, we will come back and ask more about it. And if anybody has any questions about the wonderful documentary that's being made, please put that down in chat as well, and I will ask it. Just checking, can you hear us both fine? Are we around the same sort of level? Is always good. Must say hello to my wonderful friend Nanny Lynn Sindri. Good to see you here, Lynn. Tanya, nice to have you here. Thank you so much. And Annette, thank you for being here. So with that, do you have any questions before we start the process? I mean, you know what it's like to go into a nice, deep, relaxed state before. Do you have any questions?
No, just thanks for having me, and thanks to everyone for being here and witnessing. This is a first for me, so I'm excited I get to do this with you, Paul, of all people. So thanks for having me.
Thank you. Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. Lovely. So, I mean, we have at some point before gone through the process. Some people are more visual during the regression. Some people are more sensing, so they might not see so much. So they get the senses of where they are. And some people are auditory and they might hear. Some people get the full thing. Some people are a little bit more sketchy with what they experience. So it's like it's a bit like this. And some people, it's pretty much almost as if they're there. Although when you're going through the process, you'll be aware that you are you. You'll be aware that you're sat in the chair. You'll be aware of things around you. If suddenly the smoke alarm went off, you'll be able to come out of hypnosis completely fine and happy and go about whatever you would need to do, alert and ready for that. Not the alarm's going to go off or anything like that. So brilliant. So are you happy then to close your eyes to start this process?
Yes.
Wonderful. Just allow yourself to take a few moments to relax. And just allow yourself, as you take some nice, slow, deep breaths in your own time. That's right. Just allow yourself to set the intention to allow a good, strong memory through this process to come up from your subconscious mind of a life you've lived beforehand. And whilst we do that, allow yourself just to relax just a little deeper now. Very good. And whilst you relax here, just allow yourself to put yourself in a nice, comfortable, relaxing place of your choosing. And this comfortable, relaxing place of your choosing, somewhere where you can feel very safe and very relaxed. You can either see what you see, you can either feel what you feel, or hear what you hear. But here you're free to relax deeply, free to unwind and let go. And you continue taking some even deeper breaths now as you relax deeply into this process. And your body knows how to relax 3 times more deeper relaxed than you are now. And you can do that now. And you can travel deeper, 3 times deeper than that, and allow, if you wish to, your shoulders relax and your head can just tilt a little, just as long as you feel comfortable. That's right. And double the relaxation you already feel again now. And to help with the deepening process, to help your mind relax, you in your mind now can start counting backwards from 300, 299, 298, 297. And as soon as you forget to remember where you are, or remember to forget, you can continue to just allow yourself to relax, and you can stop counting when you want to. And you may well have already reached 261, or is it 271? But just allow yourself, that's right, to relax deeper and deeper and more deeply relaxed. So sleepy. So relaxed, that's right. Deeper and deeper and deeper sleep. So sleepy. So relaxed. Deeper. That's right, and deeper. Drifting, floating, unwinding, letting go now. That's right. Drifting down, down further. Wonderful relaxation there. Down, down. Noticing my voice, hearing my words, noticing yourself relaxing deeper and deeper and more deeply relaxed as your mind relaxes, and allow yourself to continue drifting and relaxing. That's right. And it's not just the words I say that help you relax. It's the spaces between the words that help you relax deeply. And easily and effortlessly. Just want you to visualize your very own relaxing place now. Seeing what you see, feeling what you feel, and hearing what you hear. So sleepy, so relaxed in this very relaxing place. And easily, slowly and effortlessly to stay in this deep, relaxed state. That's right. Just slowly and easily and quietly describe to me your very own relaxing place to me now out loud.
It's my bed in Denver where I stay, and it's got a couple of pillows that are really comfortable to me, a purple comforter, and it's like lined with a couple of stuffed animals that are a friend gave me.
That's good. And just allow yourself now to enjoy being there and to help with the deepening process. I want you just to be, on the next count of 3, standing outside where you live. Allow that to happen now, where you live in this lifetime now, 2025. 1, 2, 3. Visualizing where you live now. And again, slowly, easily and effortlessly, only describing things that anyone could have in their place, their garden, or wherever it is they are. Just describe to me, whilst you're outside where you live in this lifetime, 2025. Just describe to me what it looks like there.
The sidewalk is right in front of me, and it's lined with a couple of trees on either side of the street in front of that, and there's a nice little grass patch right in front of me with some flowers.
Wonderful. And slowly, easily and effortlessly, and only as comfortable as you want to go, just allow yourself in this visualization to float up higher and higher and higher now, higher and higher. So you're looking down on where you live, like a bird's eye view. And just easily and effortlessly describe to me what it looks like from up here as you look down on where you live.
I went really high. I'm seeing the top of my building and the school beside it, all the tops of the trees here, and the strip of where the road is. I'm not seeing any cars. And I can see a little bit of the sidewalk, but I can see all the way up the block and even a little bit towards the downtown.
Well done. And just allow yourself to float back down to the ground now. And as you float back down to the ground now, you relax deeper and deeper and more deeply relaxed as you float way down now. That's right, deeper and deeper. That's right, deeper relax now. And just let me know, easily and effortlessly, when you're back down.
I'm there.
Good. And now just allow yourself to just go a little bit back in time so far. And when you go a little bit back in time this time, want a good strong memory from an outing somewhere where you visited, somewhere where you really enjoyed being in that moment. Allow that to come from this lifetime. All right, now allow a good strong memory on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Good strong memory from somewhere that was pleasant for you. And just let me know where you are in this good, strong, pleasant memory.
I'm in the ocean on the north shore of Oahu.
Sounds wonderful.
Very
And
warm.
as you're there, just describe to me what you can see, hear, or sense in the ocean at the moment.
So I'm in a purple tube, and so I can feel the water below on my feet. I can feel the warmth of the tube on my arms. I can see the beach. There are a couple people on the beach, but I can't really make them out. Farther across the park, I'm seeing palm trees and almost like, I think there's a botanical gardens over there. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of different plants.
Very good. And enjoy relaxing in this wonderful memory of yours. In a moment, allow your subconscious mind to create a corridor for you. And in this corridor, there'll be doors leading off to either side. And each of these doors leads to an experience back in time. Way, way back in time. Back to before you were born. Way, way back to a life you've lived before this one. So if you haven't already, allow yourself to go to that corridor now. 1, 2, 3. That wonderful corridor with the doors leading off to either side. And as you familiarize yourself with your surroundings, just describe to me what you can see or sense in this corridor.
So my corridor has a turn, has a 90-degree angle a little way down, but I know that it continues. I'm seeing a couple doors on the right, fewer doors on the left, and then there's art on the walls. The walls are like a bluey gray.
Lovely. Just let me know what some of the art looks like if you said that.
So what I'm looking at is like the sky, fluffy clouds. They're a little bit gray. There's a sailboat here and in the ocean. And the art on the other side is more like bushes and greenery.
Very good. And as you're familiarizing yourself with your corridor and allowing the intention to go back to a strong memory way back in time that you've lived before this one, just let me know when you've intuitively chosen a door to go down to and go through and experience a past life. Let me know that.
Yep, I've picked.
Very good. So just allow yourself to go down to that door now. And just let me know when you're there in front of the door.
I'm there.
Very good. In a moment, on the count of 3, the door will open to your past life. You'd be pleased and delighted with what you can either sense or see through that doorway. Alright, now allow the doorway to open on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The door opens to your past life now. Just let me know what you can see or sense through that door to your past life.
I'm seeing like a lot of purple. It's interesting because everything has been really clear until right when the door opened.
That's okay, just allow yourself to go into the purple area now. And the door closes behind you. And this area of purple can sometimes be that space, that life between lives. But allow it to come to you, your past life, in its own way. But for now, just describe to me what it's like being in that area now, that purple.
I'm actually getting a little nauseated. Like I feel sick to my stomach.
Okay, you're happy to continue?
Yeah, I'm okay. I know it's just a sensation. But as soon as the door closed, like I started feeling it in my stomach. Like I'm maybe like not on sturdy ground or something like that is kind of what it feels like. I'm seeing purple, but it's like laced with darkness. Like it almost makes me feel like I'm like enclosed somewhere with like maybe a little bit of light shining through, but it's not just a purple space anymore. It's like there's darkness too.
That's fine. If I can ask your subconscious mind if you're aware of form or anything within this space at the moment, just allow the answer to come from your subconscious mind now.
No.
That's alright. In a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And on 5 and only 5, you allow yourself to be aware even more of the sensation you're feeling. But from 5 you feel yourself suddenly drop down from this place back into the past life that you had before this purple experience. Alright, now just allow yourself and just set the intention for yourself to land in that area on the count of 5. Suddenly feeling yourself fall down from that experience. Alright, 1, 2, 5. Allow yourself to fall down from that place now into a good strong memory of a past life. And just let me know what you're experiencing now.
It's almost like a market, like a European market is kind of what it feels like. I'm seeing like a lot of brown cloths and some stalls. And yeah, it feels like a market.
Wonderful. And whilst you're there, just describe to me what else you're aware of at this market now.
There's like there are puddles. There's like some rain lingering. Let me see what else I can get. There are people. Like it doesn't. I'm having a hard time placing like the clothes regionally or in time. People aren't dressed like they are now, but it is like a simple dress, um, mostly whites and browns, like almost linen fabric.
Wonderful. That's good. And just allow yourself to be aware now to help ground yourself in this past life memory of your arms and your legs in this past life memory, so you can describe to me how you're dressed. Allow that to come to you now.
I have a white top on. It's loose. You can see the bottom of my sleeves, but that's kind of all. I can see like my elbows down. And then I think I'm wearing a skirt and like an apron.
Lovely. And now, on the count of 3, allow the name of what they call you in this lifetime that you're experiencing now to come to you from your subconscious mind. 1, 2, 3. What's they call it? Joan, is that?
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice name. Okay, Joan. Now, on the next count of 3, where in the world you are comes to you. 1, 2, 3. Where in the world are you?
I'm like, I heard provincial. Like I feel somewhere provincial. So maybe France, maybe feels somewhere like northern. I'm getting that feel. But I just heard provincial.
That's good. And now, whilst you're here in this area, just allow the year to come to you of what year it is. 1, 2, 3. What year is it now?
Oh, I had something and it slipped. Will you ask that again?
So, okay, on the next count of 3, as you relax into this and are aware of the market space right now, just allow what year it is to come to you. Whatever comes to your subconscious mind. 1, 2, 3. What year is it?
I think I'm getting 1682.
That's good. We'll go along with 1682, and you can always let me know if you feel you want to say something else at any point. Now, just being aware of this market area where you are now and the people and their clothes of what they're wearing. Just allow from your subconscious mind what you're doing in this place right now, and allow that to come to you now. What are you doing here?
I am shopping, I think.
That's good. So what we're doing now is just move further forward in time, staying with this lifetime, Joan, just so that we see what happened after you finished doing your shopping and what you've done. Allow just an hour or 2 to move forward in time, Joan. Allow that to happen now. Now describe to me where you sense or see where you are now and what you're doing.
I'm by a fireplace and I'm putting sticks on the fire. Not logs, sticks. And the room around me is dark. Let me see if I can kind of like position and see what's going on. I'm at home. I can tell this feels like a home space. I'm like, this feels like I'm in a dining room. There's a big wooden table. I'm not seeing anyone else, but I know I'm by the fire and I can feel that this is my home.
Well done. And whilst you're here next to the fire in your home at the moment, Joan, Just allow how old you are to come to you now. And just let me know how old you feel you are.
43 is what I felt.
Good. And now, just allow your soul, your family name, for what you are called within this lifetime, your soul family name. Allow that to come to you now. Joan 1, 2, 3.
I'm not fully there. It's like Kala, maybe like Calais. It was definitely, I got a really strong Kala, and then it just felt kind of cut off. But I know it felt like there was more, but I just got Kala.
Well, that's fine, it will come out later. And whilst you're here in this place next to the fire now, just allow a good strong memory of this time now, of how you spend your days. Allow a good strong memory of how you spend your days, Joan, to come to you now. Just let me know how you spend your days.
It's interesting. I kind of went back into the marketplace, but I'm in a different spot, and I'm just looking. I'm just kind of looking at a wall, which hopefully is not how I spend all my day. But yeah, I'm like standing outside a row of maybe shops, but I'm facing this open air market, but I'm just kind of facing it.
Very good. And you mentioned some shops. Just, you can allow the memories of seeing those shops get stronger from your subconscious mind now. Just describe these shops to me, please.
So they're all strung together. The outsides are like yellow tones or beige, with some wood, almost like Tudor style, but just, the wood beams in there. I'm seeing a sign hanging over one. Looks to be some sort of like a shoe store, shoemaker type thing. Let me see what else. I don't know what that is. Maybe like a glass shop. See, the windows are like kind of dirty in this one that I'm trying to peek in. Let me go to the other side. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just getting maybe a shoemaker for one, maybe glass for the other.
You're doing well, thank you. And at this age you are now, and doing what you're doing around the marketplace, allow a memory to come to you around this time when you were looking at yourself in a reflection. It can be a mirror or water or whatever it is, so you can see a clear image of yourself, so you can describe how you look. If it hasn't already, allow a good strong memory when you're looking at a reflection of yourself to come to you now. Describe that to me, please.
I am seeing dark brown hair. I kind of have it like back in a bun or a braid. I can't see my eyes.
That's
but
okay.
I see a dark hair pulled back. My face, none of the features are really standing out. Kind of soft. And I'm seem strong. They look pretty strong. But maybe kind of short, not particularly tall.
That's good, well done. Now, staying with this same lifetime now, allow a good, happy memory to come from your subconscious mind from this lifetime that you're experiencing now. Allow that strong, happy memory to come to you now. Tell me about this good, happy memory of yours.
I'm on like some sort of stone floor playing a game. There are two kids here, and yeah, we're just playing some game on the floor.
That's wonderful, Joan. Describe this game to me, please.
There's some wooden pieces, and something is being thrown, like rolled and thrown maybe, but it doesn't look like a dice exactly. Yeah, I can feel joy and excitement, and like I'm seeing hands go in towards the middle. But I can't tell what's going on with this game, how it's played.
That's good, but allow yourself to feel the joy and excitement of doing that. And whilst you're here next to those children, how old do you feel you are now at this time?
Oh, they're pulling pieces. I just saw that. It's interesting because it feels like they're pretty young. I'd say like 5 to 7, both of them, and I feel older. Maybe not fireplace old, maybe a little younger than that, like 5 or 10 years, but I still am feeling myself as an adult.
That's good. Well, at that age you can feel quite old. And these other children, what do you feel they are in connection with you?
They might be my children, or like somehow, or I could be distracting them from business happening. It almost feels like their parents were coming over for something and I'm playing with the kids. The like amount of joy makes me want to claim them as my own, but I can't actually feel that full connection. It almost feels like I'm maybe just distracting and playing with these kids, and just like it's fun, but they might not be my kids.
That's fine. I'm glad you're enjoying your time with them. And staying with this lifetime and staying with this moment with the other children, just describe how they look and how they're dressed.
One of them has kind of like dirty blonde hair. One of them has darker hair with maybe a little bit of red in it. And the one with the dirty blonde hair has like a little hat and a white top. It's got some buttons and like pants, like a linen olive pant maybe, but they're not full length. They look a little shortened to a little cropped. I'm not seeing shoes. He's like in a crouching position. The other kid I'm not seeing as well. Yeah, I can see his face and hair a little bit. He's quite pale. That's kind of all I'm making out from him. I feel like I'm blocking him, like from my own sight, if that makes sense. Like my body of me. I can see me a little bit blocking him. So not all I can see his face and his head.
That's good. And you said that you were there to distract the children whilst there was something else going on.
Yeah.
Just see if we get anything from your subconscious mind what this reason you're needing to distract the children at the moment, what that reason is for. Allow that to come to you now.
I heard business. It's not very descriptive, but I heard business. Like I feel like I see adults talking, and like I felt the need to nurture these kids and pull them aside, which is interesting that I'm feeling so happy in this moment because it does feel like intentional that I'm doing this with them. But yeah, it's something. It's either like financial or like if someone has, I don't know, someone has passed away, but it feels like behind closed doors conversation that I felt the need to pull them away from, but I'm not sure which lane it's actually going. That's just kind of, it feels like it's something that you would hide from children.
Very good. And now, as you had the happy time with the children, staying with this lifetime, allow yourself to travel back, even further back, staying with this lifetime, to a good, strong memory from your childhood that you had, staying with this lifetime. Allow a good, strong memory from that lifetime and your childhood to come to you now. Tell me about your childhood in this lifetime.
I am in a lavender field. I'm like picking lavender. Yeah, I definitely feel young, quite young, and I am not seeing anyone around me. The weather's nice, and I'm picking lavender.
That's nice. And how does it feel to be here with the lavender?
It's really nice.
Very good. And that's nice you have that nice, pleasant memory from your childhood. And just allow yourself to move just a little bit further in time, staying with this lifetime, a memory from your childhood, so you can be aware of where you live and aware of your childhood home. Allow a strong memory from your childhood home to come to you now. I'd like to know about your childhood home, please.
It's so interesting because these feel like three really distinct places. This is like a log cabin almost. Yeah, it's really, really dark wood. Very, very loggy. But it feels like moist and warm at the same time, like emotionally warm, but not physically. I'm seeing like a loft with a bed with a blanket on it. Feels like that's my space. There's another bed beside it. But there's not much else in this space that I'm seeing. Maybe a man. Yeah, there's a hearth there. There's a porch on the outside of this cabin. And it's really dark. Really dark around here. I can't place other things around the building.
That's fine. And whilst you're here in this strong childhood memory, you said there's a man in the house as well. To describe the man, just allow a strong memory of him to come to you now. I'd like to know more about how he looks.
He has dark hair, quite a lot of hair. It's like medium length. It's pulling like up to the side. Has some facial hair and seems really strong. It's very muscular. I'm seeing him like seated on a chair.
That's good. And what do you feel your connection is to him? Do you feel any connection to this man?
I think he's my father.
Very good. And just allow, if it is your father's name to come to you on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What's your father's name?
I heard Jack.
Good. And now allow from your subconscious mind, if you knew at any point what he does with his days, what he does with his time, allow that to come to you now. What does Jack do?
Like, I want to say logging. Maybe he like prepares firewood for folks and sells that.
Very good. And you said later on that you felt the area you're in was provincial. Do you feel that connection now still in this place?
This place feels much more remote. Like the first scene, the market scene felt like a real town or small city. And then this feels much more remote.
And just see if we can get a name or what sounds like where you are right now in this childhood memory. Just relax and see if we get something. 1, 2, 3. So a name to this area.
I'm having such a hard time with names. I think, like I saw B and an E and maybe a C.
That's alright, just relax and aware that it may well come out later. Now, staying with this lifetime, we'll move further forward in time. Further forward, so you experience sometime in your 30s within this lifetime. 1, 2, 3. Some memory when you're in your 30s in this lifetime. Just let me know what you're doing now.
I think I'm in a clothing shop, like being fitted for something.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm like kind of on a pedestal, and there's a mirror, kind of. Yeah, I think maybe I'm being fitted for an outfit.
That's nice. Just allow a little bit of time to move further forward, but just a little bit of time so you can see the finished product, the finished outfit. Allow yourself to see that now. Describe that to me.
This is so interesting because it's like really nice, and I haven't seen anything I've worn be nice yet. Actually, I haven't seen like any nice outfits really. Everything's been kind of in muted colors and like looked like it had been well worn. This I'm like wearing a blue skirt. This is the first time I've seen color, and maybe there's like pink embroidery, and the top is just kind of like, I mean, it's kind of more the same, like blue. It's like a little bit of a white collar, maybe. That's what that is. And I do see some ribbon, pink ribbon. Yeah.
That's nice. I'm just curious to know, because you said it's the first really nice thing you've seen on yourself and others. Just see if there's any occasion why you're getting this nice dress. Just allow whatever reason is you're getting this dress to come to you. 1, 2, 3. Tell me about that.
I'm not getting it.
That's alright. But it's nice you experience the dress. Now, just on a X count of 3, let's see if we get the dressmaker or the name of the place you're getting this. Just allow yourself to be aware of that. 1, 2, 3 now.
I see the dressmaker. When you said that, she kind of popped into frame. And she has dark, like black, very, very curly hair. I caught a quick, like, flash of the outside. I didn't get to see the sign, and nothing came up with a name.
That's okay. Describe the dressmaker to me, please.
Yeah, so her hair is like the most prominent piece here. It's really dark, really, really like tight curls. But it doesn't look like it doesn't look coiffed. It looks like it's just, she woke up this way. And I get the sense that she's like lives a very urgent life. Like I can feel like urgency and stress coming off of her. Her sleeves are rolled up. She's like the least pale person I've seen. I'm getting a sense that she's like spends time outside. She has dark eyes. What I'm wearing is nicer than what she's wearing, but what she's wearing is like still a level up from what I was wearing earlier. Like she looks frazzled, but put together, but not like, doesn't look like she's using her nice fabric for her own clothes.
I can understand that most definitely. So now allow yourself to move further forward in time again, further forward, staying with this lifetime, further forward to you being in your 50s. Allow that to happen now. In your 50s now, Joan, and tell me what you're aware of in your 50s.
I'm not seeing anything.
Staying with this lifetime, allow yourself to now go to your very last day within this lifetime, Joan. Being aware that you only experience what emotions you feel comfortable in experiencing. It can be like a videotape that can be fast forward or rewound. Allow yourself to now go to your very last day within this lifetime, Joan. 1, 2, 3. Just let me know where you are and what you're doing now, Joan.
No, this is blocked for me too.
That's okay. Now, just be aware now of moving forward in time, moving through the death experience. So you're back in that life between lives, that area where you started from. And just let me know that you're there again now in that space, that life between lives.
Yep.
Very good. And if I can get you to look back over your life and allow yourself to just be aware of what age you reached within this lifetime. Just allow the year to come to you, the age to come to you. 1, 2, 3. How do you feel you lived to in this lifetime?
I'm having a really hard time because I am getting an image of myself, like again by a fire, but in a seat, quite old, I think, in a dark dress, but I can't see anything between that and what we've covered.
That's okay. It might be something that you may well feel that you wish to explore at some other time. If I can get you to look back over the lifetime you've just experienced of Joan, just let me know if there's any understanding or lesson or anything you wish to take forward with you, like the joy of playing with the children. Just allow whatever comes from your subconscious mind to come to you now. If you feel like sharing, that will be wonderful. So just allow that to happen now. And is there anything you wish to share with us? You can keep it to yourself should you wish.
I'm getting like small, it's like it's like the message hasn't decided. The first thing I kind of heard was peace, and then it switched over to like, what was next? Peace, love, maybe. But it was like, it was almost no clear message, just like some words, but then they kind of, it was like almost as if it was like I was rethinking it somehow.
Sometimes a message can be stronger just purely from a feeling. So allow yourself to feel that feeling now as I'm quiet for the next 20 seconds. Very good. Now, in this life between lives, and as you're aware of that lifetime you experienced as Joan, do you feel you need to have any healing, either spiritually or emotionally, from this past life experience?
I do, but I'm not getting indication as to why.
That's okay. We'll allow yourself to experience that because the subconscious mind knows the reason. So as you breathe in, allow yourself to relax even deeper. As you exhale any stress that can be stress from any moment through any of your lives or your lifetime. As you breathe in, you can think the words I am in your mind only. And as you exhale, think the words presence, present. I am on the in-breath in your own time, and present on the out. Allowing yourself to be present to all the good and all the opportunity that is in life. And as you're aware of that, be aware of exhaling anything from the past. And allow yourself to just do this a few more times, really clearing out any blocks, anything that might be stopping you or blocking you. Allow that to exhale. And then soon we'll move down to the heart area, but it's important that the right amount of time is spent in your mind, your head area. And just let me know if you're happy for me to now move down to your heart area, or do you want a bit longer?
And move.
So allow that now to move down to your heart area. As you breathe in, you can think the words I am. And as you breathe out, you think the words in your mind open. Open to receive, open to give. And whatever might have been hidden from that past life, any reason for upset, you can allow now, as you breathe out, you feel that coming from your chest area. And as you breathe in new wonderful opportunities. So just think those words I am on the in-breath, open on the out. And allow yourself to do this for a little longer before we move down to your stomach area. But it's important that the time is taken for this. And even long after this deep, relaxed experience is finished, the healing work will continue long after. And just let me know if you're happy for me to now move down to the next area, which will be your stomach area. Just let me know if you're happy.
Yep.
And now as you travel down to your stomach area, thinking, I am on the in-breath. And open on the out. Being aware now of, from your heart down to your stomach area, that martial arts trainers are centered and in balance with life. So I am on the in-breath, and now change the word to centered. Centered and in balance. And anything that might be stopping you or blocking you from being centered and balanced, you allow yourself to breathe deep out of your stomach area. And breathing in, being balanced. And it's important to realize that there was many moments of joy within that lifetime, and allow that to come through. But whatever you wish to remain in the past stays in the past. And just continue saying I am on the in-breath, centered on the out for a little longer. And just let me know that you're happy to move down to your heart area, your feet area. You're happy to move down to your feet now.
Yep.
Being aware now of your feet area. And being aware of being grounded, because when you've had an experience like this, it's important to come back from your past life experience being grounded. I am on the in-breath. grounded on the out-breath. I am on the in-breath and grounded on the out-breath. I am grounded. Being aware now of leaving that area and allowing yourself to go back into the corridor where you started the experience from now. Continuing the thought, I am on the in-breath, grounded on the out-breath. And after any deep, relaxed, hypnotic experience, it's important that the healing work has done. So just let me know from your subconscious mind whether you feel now you've released from the past, whether you feel like you need to have more. Allow whatever comes to your subconscious mind on the count of 3, which can be more or complete. Allow what is right to you to come out on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
More.
Okay. So now, whilst you're in that corridor, there may have been moments in that lifetime that maybe gave some sadness. I want you now to be aware now of someone, either real or someone that is a mythical creature or someone important to you in your lifetime, to appear to you now during that healing process. Allow a good strong memory of someone, or someone you know well, or someone that your subconscious mind creates, whatever it is. Allow it to come to you and their image to come to you on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And if you're happy to share, just let me know which image has come to you now.
It's my best friend.
Good. See your best friend there now. And whilst you're there with your best friend, allow your best friend to help you through this healing process. See them clearly in front of you. Hear the way they speak. Be aware of their mannerisms. And be aware of the very comfortable feelings you have with your best friend. And as you look at your best friend in the eyes and your best friend looks back at you, be aware that you see them and they see you. And there is a space 3 times deeper than what you feel now. And allow yourself to drift down, down, down to that deeper state. And as your friend helps and guides you into feeling ready and healed, be aware of a light passing down from the top of your head, way, way down, down to the tips of your toes. It doesn't matter if you're standing or sitting, or even lying down, but as that light travels down, down your body, it heals you. It soothes you. It relaxes you deeply. So when the first level of healing is complete, just let me know. You can nod your head or just give me a signal that the first level is complete. Very good. And as you travel down further now, there is a space 3 times deeper than where you are now. just like you to be aware now of all the memories that you shared with your best friend, and how your best friend is there for you, and how you're there for your best friend. And feel the kindness that you feel for each other with your best friend, as they help you release and clear those blocks. So allow yourself now to travel 3 times deeper than where you are now. And when you've reached that level of deepness, of relaxation in your mind and body, just let me know by giving me a signal. Very good. And one last time now. Even deeper down. Even more relaxed. Because everything is slowing down now. Slowing down. Being aware whatever you experienced in that experience now. The past is history, and the future is mystery, and the present is a gift. So relax even further now. As you're aware of this space, aware very comfortably of the beating of your own heart. As you're aware of spreading out kindness from out your body now to everyone on the planet. We're all together on this journey through life, which is wonderful, healing, sometimes tragic, beautiful, ordinary, mundane, wonderful life, allowing us to be friends and sometimes disagreeing, but agreeing to disagree. As you allow yourself to share love between yourself, your friend and others. As you go deeper and deeper. As you're truly true to yourself every day. And so you know, long after this hypnosis, should you wish to have extra healing, you can always ask me for that. Just let me know if you're happy to come out of this deep, relaxed state now.
Yes.
Very good. In a moment, I'm going to awaken you from this nice, deep, relaxed state. I'm going to count up from 1 to 3, and on 3, and only 3, your eyes will be open. Alright, now 1, becoming aware of your hands resting comfortably. 2 small movements in your body, signaling it'll be soon time to awaken, and I can hear your dog is also awakening as well. On 3, eyes open, alert, and ready for the rest of your day. Well done, Mikayla, and thank you for flying Hypnotic Airways. How was that for you?
That was really interesting. Yeah, I think that you hypnotized the dog too. You probably could hear him snoring. I should have popped in some headphones. That was really intriguing. It was, it's that I'm really glad that we had our prior experience, because otherwise I would just be second guessing myself the entire time. It's like, 1682 came up so quickly, and my rational mind's like, there's no way that's right. Like, but I'm like, well, it's nudging me, so that's what's coming up. Or I can see something so clearly, and then just nothing at all. And hey, buddy, great job, really good job. So yeah, it was really interesting. The second go, and just like being in that place and seeing those things, and at times really feeling like myself making that journey, and then other times when you would say Joan, it was pulling me into Joan, and I could feel that a little bit more deeply. So it was really interesting, and the healing stages too. I found myself getting a little bit emotional when you got to the stomach piece, of like being centered, and I found like I was seeing a little bit more in the lavender fields, and it was, yeah, it was really, really interesting, and to see, and it was there were so many moments of like something came so immediately that I was like, where are you pulling that from, Mikayla? And I was like, no, it's the process. It's the process. So thank you for that experience, Paul. It was really meaningful.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll also ask people that are watching if they have any questions for yourself about that, or if you've got anything about the Fae Folk, a search for connections. I must say hello to Sean. Thank you for watching. AJ Mandy, thank you for watching. Ghost Lady is my good friend Nanny Lynn, who's joined on her YouTube. Lorna, thank you. Jan, thank you for watching. Sammy, thank you for watching. Ian, thank you for being here. Sue, thank you. One Joe, good to see you, One Joe. Colette, thank you. Thank you very much. Wonderful. I think that is... Oh, Deborah, thank you. Hello, Deborah. I'm going back on the messages now. And any silent watchers that may have been here, thank you for watching too. So if anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the comments below, or any observations. So before we move on to the Fae Folk, did any of that make any sense to you? As like, where is this coming from?
No, it all felt very, where is this coming from? I had not been to any of those. I mean, it wasn't even like, oh, this feels reminiscent of a trip to this place, or this reminds me of a scene from a movie, or a description I might have read in a book, or anything like that. It just, I was curious to see like if I was going to be male or female. I thought something a lot more recent would pop up.
Yes.
I haven't done a past life regression before. I haven't experienced anything like this, and so it all was a little bit of a surprise, and definitely not where I thought that I would land.
Brilliant. Well, I know you did ever so well, and I want to thank you as well for allowing yourself to share this experience with everybody at the moment. So that was really kind of you. Just so, because I was going to ask a couple of questions about the Fae Folk and your journey. So, as you said, we're very lucky if you live in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Channel Islands, the Isle of Man, etc. All this wonderful area around here. For those people that are interested in the Fae, is there any, without giving too much away, because obviously you want to leave some surprises for the documentary, but are there some good places that you recommend people should go out to and experience being in nature? Because I always find that such a wonderful experience, being out in nature. So any places that you say, if you're near there, or you can drive or fly, you have to check out these places.
That's a lot of pressure, Paul. When we started researching, that was a question I put out to people like Joe Hickey Hall, who talk to people all day long who are having these experiences, and like, where are they happening, and why are they happening in certain places. And I had thrown out the question to a couple of Reddit conversations, and what I got back the most was just, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. It doesn't matter what kind of resources you have. Get yourself to nature. And one of the most significant moments for me in the filming journey was in Glastonbury. Again, Joe was with me for that, and she recommended we walk up to the tour barefoot. And I was having such an emotional experience while walking up, like really tearing up as I was looking at a certain part of the land, and I could almost feel like the ground shaking below me, which feels funny to say, but it was like, whoa, I really feel like I'm so deeply connected to the energy of the space. And that wasn't anything, I've always been very connected with nature, and that's not anything I'd experienced before. So um, this is totally like avoiding your question, and I'm
No,
not
it's
giving
fine.
you a direct answer, but like just getting outside and being in nature. And if you can put your feet to the ground, like there's something so powerful in just taking a moment and really just feet to the earth, or hands to the earth, or even a tree, or um, that's something that like I took away from the filming that was really essential. But yeah, the cliffs of Northern Ireland, if you can get up there, I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Um, Dartmoor, I know there's a lot of efforts to keep Dartmoor public, and be able to continue to share that incredible landscape with future generations. Like that I found to be really magical. Claire and I did some meditation there that was really special. Um, we went up to um, a lake in the hills in Wales that was absolutely stunning. Uh, I mean, well, I guess when the film comes out, watch the film, see if any of those places look good. And if you want more suggestions, anyone can always private message me or ask me questions, and I'm happy to respond. But uh, nature, anywhere in nature, I feel like you're lucky to be around nature, be in nature, connect with nature. That's the key. Um, and yeah, hopefully I get to go and experience more places too, and I'll keep a better specific tally of places in the future. But I will say we do go to some pretty incredible places in England, Ireland, and Wales, and come along with us first, and then decide if you want to take the train or bus or car or plane ride there yourself.
Oh no, I like what you say there. Before I just read out a couple of things that have been sort of said, what was come in. You said people can sort of reach out to you. What's the best way in, and what would be personally best for you if people wanted to ask you anything?
That is a really good question. I think Instagram is good for now, and I might change that down the road as I might consider um, other platforms, just in light of the world. But Instagram is good. My handle is MTMENA08, I think. Paul, you know better than I do. Follow Paul, then find me attached to Paul.
I'll
Um,
share it out.
Great, thank you. Yeah, that's probably good. There is also a Gmail address for Fae Folk, faefolkfilm@gmail.com. That I don't check super often right now, but I'm always happy to receive emails. There's a Fae Folk Film Instagram too, which also is fielded by me, so it doesn't get checked too often. But I'm also happy to, if someone wants to reach out to you, Paul, and ask for my email address, I'm happy to hand that out on a more like one-on-one basis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good. Most definitely. And I'm aware that we've been going nearly an hour and a half, and that it's a long time. So I really appreciate that. So I'll bring this to a close soonish. Because but it was. I just wanted to say it was interesting what you said about just getting out and actually connecting and walking truly with your feet in nature. Because I remember one of my favourite TV programs was a program they brought out called Coast, and they were talking about a group of men that had basically been in the merchant navy for months and months and months, and they came into port for the first time in England, and they were saying, "Oh, what do they want to do? Want to go to the cinema, a nice restaurant somewhere, or visit a museum? What you like?" And what they really wanted to do, these men, was to walk barefoot on grass. And I think it's those simple things in life that sometimes when we're not connected, we feel it deep inside. Lorna said, I'm well desperate to know what the outfit was for. Smiles. So this is Cowabunga. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. Looking forward to the Fae Folk documentary. Please know that you are so protected and loved by your guides. The energy is very strong. Yes, there was from Cowabunga saying, so you've got a wonderful energy. I was reading that in and people seeing auras and things like that. And Lynn says, was amazing, Paul. Well done, Mikayla. Thank you, Lynn. Phone wouldn't let me comment. Oh, that's why Lynn changed the... oh, yes, and I must give a shout-out to Ray. Ray was one of my teachers in hypnosis. He's a fantastic teacher, so it's really good to see you here tonight, Ray. Thank you. And lots of love coming in from people. Is there anything else that you feel that you wish to share with us as that I haven't asked you yet?
No, I feel like I need to take a warm bath. After every time I talk to you, I'm freezing for some reason, Paul.
Oh no, I'm sorry about
that. You're very good. No, this was really fun, and I'm curious to dive a little bit more deeply into it and on my own time. And I thank you because you do such a wonderful job of following up. And I think there are spaces where people would facilitate this type of regression or something similar, and then kind of leave you to do the healing, and your like support and nurturing beyond this stage is always something that really inspires me. I would say you have like the most beautiful fan club. Sorry if that offends anyone to use that word, but like what a wonderful group of folks here. These comments are just incredibly heartwarming, and like I recommend to anyone and everyone to try this. It's very, very it's really like, I felt, even though I knew there were other people here, like I felt very comfortable. I felt like I was really sinking deep into it, and I'd only had that one experience with you before, so to really like feel like, last time I was like, did it work? Did I do it? Am I like, what happened? And to this time feel like, okay, I'm going to trust the process. And I really felt very deeply relaxed in this space. And again, I'm in a space that's not my own. I'm pet sitting right now. So I guess my final 2 cents are, you are incredible, as is always one of my cents, at least 1.5 of my cents. You are Paul forever.
Thank you.
And then I just hope more people get to experience this. And thanks everyone for being so lovely and positive, because it is, it was a little, nerve-wracking for me. And Paul will tell you, I'm like, what happens if nothing happens? Or, you want to make sure you're feeling authentic in this moment and true to what comes up, and not pressured to say something that's not there, or to cover up something that is there because you don't feel like you're in a safe space. And I think this felt like a really safe space. So that's a testament to you, Paul, and then to all the folks who were in the space as well.
Oh, bless you, Mikayla. You are really, really kind. I'll just sort of finish off with this now, saying, my good friend Lynn, the ghost lady, Mikayla, you had a golden aura around you whilst you were under. Thank you, Lynn. Lovely. So, well, thank you, everybody. I'm sure there'll be another regression soon. I must say a big thank you to Mikayla. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. And I'll also be sharing out any information about the Fae Folk documentary as well, so people will get to know when it's out and about. So, with that, from myself, and thank you, Mikayla, so much, I'll say a good night now, and hope that you have an outstanding day tomorrow. Your day's just starting, Mikayla, isn't it?
It's almost dinner time for me today.
All right. Thank you, everybody, and see you all again soon.